Happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, hello. How is everybody today? Welcome to Sunday in the She Shed. And guess who's here to say hello to everybody? He hasn't been here for a while. Listen, you're losing your get it together, mister. Let's get it together here. Oh, there he is. Hey. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's Flashy. He's been sitting back here. I just haven't brought him out to say hello to everybody in a while. So, hello, Rosie. Good to see you. Hello, Jean. And Kat is here. Lorna, hi. Sharon Creates is here. Tammy Riss, hey. Jeannie, I hope you're feeling better. I saw that you put a little short out, so I'm hoping that means you're feeling better. Hello, Kathy G. Good to see you. Chelsea's here. Yay. Yeah. Yes, Flashy. Uh-oh. What is the name, Sharon? You got to tell us now. She's got a new kitten. Hi, Jeffrey. Hello, Frozen. Good to see you. So let me get you guys all stamped in. We haven't done that in a while, so you ready? Flashy is stamping everyone in. I am feeling better today. I thought for a little while that I might not be able to do this, but it was like, you know what? I really feel like I'm going to be able to do it, that I'm not going to fall asleep on y'all, because I have had the hardest time staying. I told Chelsea, I said, I think I have the sleeping virus. I just wanted to just sleep. And it really is, in a way, it is. But we'll get into that after a while. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. Oliver. Oh, how cute. Love that. I don't know if Oliver is watching, but you see, there's a kitten named after you. I love that. So I hope you guys all got presents that you really liked, or that you at least got to spend time with your family, which was your present, or got to talk to them something, or got to do something for yourself. I'm hoping all of that for you guys. Today's cup is this one. It's got Cherish all over it. This is a cup. I came home one day and Mr. Fiber had brought this for me. So this is one I got from Mr. Fiber. I hope that means that he cherishes me, because I certainly cherish him. Oh my goodness, Victoria, good to see you. Glad you're here. And Happy New Year to everyone. Yes. Hello, Annie. Happy New Year to you. I have something for you. I have prepared a video for you guys to show you everything that I could at least find a picture for, that I accomplished and finished this year. And I did a giveaway. I don't know if it was Friday. I think it was Tuesday. And that was to guess how many finishes I had. So I'm going to go ahead and play this through for you guys. And then I'm going to go back and I will play it again and we can talk about each of the things. So let me, oops, it's not the one I wanted. I have a hard time finding it now. Let me bring in Mr. Serbs here so he can introduce this video for us. And here we go. So this is my makes for this year. So I hope you guys, I'm going to sit back and let it play for you guys, and then I will replay it and we will talk about it, okay? So, hold on, here we go. And there's no music with this because I wanted to be able to talk to y'all about it and stuff, so. If y'all are wondering what you're hearing behind me, Serbs has got one of his toys and it's got stuff in it. Speaking of Oliver. Spider-Man. That was you, Chelsea, in the bottom. Has anybody guessed how many that I made this year? Now that says, looks like Eddie, but it's Edie. case y'all are wondering, it was 55. And I'm going to get this as soon as I show it to you guys, I will post it online for anybody who wants to rewatch it. It'll be a little video that I'll post here in a little while. Thank you, Jeannie. We're getting close to the end of the year now. Can y'all tell? Okay. Wasn't that fun to watch them all back to back? And Chelsea reminded me that I really need to bring this up and say it, but that's more than 1 per week when you look at it that way, and I'm so good with that. To know that I made more than 1 thing per week this year, that's amazing to me. Hi, Niecy. Good to see you. You nearly said 50. Yeah, I did. It was 55. I don't know if you guys were able to count because some of them were in there more than once, but, it was 55 projects. So we'll go over everything again here in a little bit. Have you guys kept track of what you have made this year? Any of you? And if you did, how are you keeping track? Are you doing it with, a notebook? Just jotting things down? Are you guys doing that at all? Because I did not get that done this year. That was something I had planned to do, but I want to do that this year. I know I was watching, Terry from the Yarn Joy podcast, and she showed how she was doing that, and it was like, "Oh, yes, I need to do it," 'cause I had planned to do it and just did not. I'm making this, public for you guys who would like to go back and watch it. And what, I've been asking people to this week when I was able to be awake and up doing things, but I've been asking people, how uh, what projects did you guys make this year that you really enjoyed making? Like something that really brought you joy? Because this year my word was soul feeding. So I didn't want to do anything that did not feed my soul. Okay. So what did you guys do this year that you really, really enjoyed doing? If you could put that in here, on the side so we can have some idea. And then after this goes live, I'd love it if you guys would also, um, put a comment down below and let me know too. I'd like to know what projects that you just really enjoyed making this year. I know that cowl was beautiful. Do you enjoy wearing it too? Have you gotten to wear it much, Annie? But you have but at least you are doing it some. That's good, Jeffrey. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. I was trying to see which Sandy it was. I saw everybody was saying, "Oh, Chels." I know what you want to see. Hold on. Thank you, hun. I so appreciate it. I kind of had him turned off for a little while, but I know that there are some of you who really enjoy giving and I don't. It makes me feel funny. It really does. So I decided anything that you guys do, it will all go towards shipping. So just so you know, it is turned back on, but nobody has to do it. But thank you, Chills. I love you, hun. I've been missing that flashy, I know, right? Hey, coping with yarn, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. You've been getting lots of compliments where you bought it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're not making anything for free. That is for sure. Unless it is upon our heart to make something for somebody else. Okay. Then that's different. But I'm not making it for free for just anybody just because they ask for it and yeah. They think that it's awfully easy to make things and it's not. Whether it's crochet or knit. And one thing that people don't realize about crochet and that is you cannot replicate that. No machine. There's lots of, we got the Addies, we got the big knitting machines. There's manufacturing machines that do the knitting. But but when it comes to crochet, there is not any kind of a machine that can replicate crochet. So everything you make is a one of a kind. It is something that will, maybe you can make another one, but it's not going to be exactly the same. It's not going to be exactly the same one. People forget that. Okay, I'm making that video public for you guys because I will forget. There we go. Now it's public. I don't know what. Okay. There. Around 30. Ooh, that's awesome. Tammy made wearables. Oh, you weren't sure you could? Of course you can. Anybody can do anything. You can. You just have to want to. Yes, Mr. Fiber got to feeling better a lot sooner than I did. And then he had a cough that was hanging on, and I never did get a cough, so I don't think that I had what he had. Um, I had mononucleosis when I was 11 years old, and that stays dormant in your body. It's called the Epstein-Barr virus, and it stays dormant. And what happens is I start to feel a little bit of it every now and then that when it starts to come on, but your glands will swell up. That's the one that the glands in your neck. And I didn't have the sore throat or anything. What got me with this one was the tired. It's like constantly, I was asleep more than I was awake in the last 4 days. Just couldn't stay awake. I had to sleep. It was really, and I'm still tired, but at least I felt like being here today. I was like, no, I had to go see everybody, see what they're doing. Oh, that's nice. You just posted that one in the Facebook group. So yes, I am feeling better. I'm so glad that I can come on here and talk to y'all. Now let me bring this up again, and I want to go through it with you guys and tell you a little bit more. Thank you, Nisi. I appreciate it. As you can tell, I'm still all stuffed up. It's just, yeah, no, one of those things. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to talk through it this time. Here we go. So this one was the cardigan, and this was the first of the year, and I finished this and sent this to Chelsea, and this is the Stars Hollow cardigan, and that's the reason I sent this and made this for Chelsea. I was working on the sweaters for the 3 girls, and I did not get all the sweaters done, but I did get this one done for Chelsea, and I got the other sweater you saw done for my daughter Carrie. I still have 2 more sweaters to make. But this is the Stars Hollow, and Chelsea and I both like Gilmore Girls. Chelsea is a huge Gilmore Girl fan. She's over the top Gilmore fan. And this one actually I had made, and then I put the strap on it. And I actually used that for my phone quite a bit. Now this one this was the Setta Summer Top. And I did that when I participated at the first of the year with the Yarny YouTube Hop with Kim, the Crafty Nomad. So if you've not seen all of the projects that everyone made, I made that. This was the spring, my spring project, I believe, for that. No, this was the summer project. So this actually is, I got the picture in there before, but it was hard to tell when something was done. I just was able to tell which ones were this year and kind of place them sort of where they went. This is when I was doing the amigurumis with Cheryl. Now this one, I have a better picture of this somewhere, but this is actually a cowl that I did, and that's using that same stitch as I used on the Terra blanket. And I first used it, and it was out of that magazine, and I adapted it to make the Terra blanket. And this was a cowl that I made, and I sent that to Mrs. Dutyron. And that was my first project. That was my spring project for the Yarny YouTube Hop. This is a cowl that I finished making out of some of the Advent colors that I got, and those went to Miss Alicia. That's the little bunny that was sitting behind me. I've cleaned off back here. Now, at first I did a hat for Duty Ron, and then I did a hat for Mrs. Duty Ron. Her name is Janine, and he calls her J9. This is the Flip It doll, and I believe, I'm trying to remember the name of her channel. If anybody knows the name of her channel, if you would please put that, but it's called the Flip It doll. I didn't show the back side, but that top flips over so that you have an asleep doll and an awake doll. And she has 2 or 3 different versions of this, and I bought this out of her Etsy store and made this. And there's the Terra blanket. And then this little cardigan was supposed to be a 3 to 6 month, and I used the wrong size hook, but it matched the blanket so very well, and then I made a little hat to go with it. And that's Crochet by Christy. And then this little hat I sent to Alicia. This is my paw hat pattern. And you can find the paw hat pattern on my website. All of my patterns are free, you guys. Go to my website and they're all free. Now that came out of the little kit. So It was the crochet kit, and I showed you guys I wanted to do one a month and get them all done and send them to him. And I wound up turning this, you can't see it in the picture, but I wound up turning it into a little keychain like Terry does. Terry over at Yarn Joy does the little keychains, and I turned it into a little chain for him. I kept the book from this, and I'm going to try to do these patterns, but I want to do them bigger with bigger yarn and in a bigger scale, and I think I may be able to accomplish them all a lot better, but I was not really enthused with the kit. And then Flashy got his outfit, the leg warmers. And Sandy has this hat. That's Sandy. She's Red Heart Crochet. She needed one in cotton because of her treatments. And it was the first one I have ever made in cotton. And this is, you know, I bought the yarn and came back. I had made the hat and I came back and made a cowl to go with it. Here is the blanket that all of you sent in squares for. And then that's my paw hat that I did in LSU colors for Ed, because Ed is all about LSU. And there is Ed's blanket, and you guys helped with that. And don't let me forget to tell you what I'm going to do with the squares. Now that hat, I went ahead and sent that to Crystal over at Bag O Day because that was the Clark yarn. And I wanted her to have that. And that was her pattern. And this is the sweater that I made for Carrie, and I'm going to make one for Chelsea and one for myself. The first adult sweater that I finished. Then I made that one. That hat actually went out sometime in the spring. And here's some of the stuff. I started making things on my Addie. That's another thing I want to do more of, is work on my Addie. It's me. This is right after I finished it, and I was so happy to have finished that. So Chelsea and I were talking. And that way I actually called that one the mock-up. And that is it there. It's like a boho version. It's all done in scrap. And you can find the patterns for the Benjamin scarf on my, and all of the clues on how to do the seam double, all on my website. That's my first corner to corner I ever did. And then this is waiting for Steve somewhere in a mailbox for him. He's not home, I don't think. Then I made these all on the Addie machine, did the whole skein, the whole cake. That baby blanket went to the pregnancy center in Dallas. And then these Kelsey capelets are the ones that I did. We were doing the case of Kelsey Barrett in Colorado, and that was the project I did for that. And Chelsea taught me how to do that one. This is the Almost Lost washcloth, and it's done in a circle. You do these wedges, and Chelsea, my daughter, taught me how to do that. So that's fun that she taught me. Then this was my Scrap and Crime blanket, the second one that I started. And instead of finishing it into a blanket, I went ahead and finished it off. Oh, come on. I went ahead and finished it off as a scarf, and I absolutely love this thing. I'm telling you guys, start it as a blanket and finish it as a scarf. You'll love it. Hi, Cheryl. I already showed the amigurumis I made. And this bag was fun. Now I did this bag in just pure cotton, and I had no pattern or anything. I did it all in one piece, and then folded it, and then stitched the top on. And that was actually kind of fun once I got to the part about that. This is the Piketon wrap, and I took the same pattern I used for the Terra blanket and I turned it into a wrap. And I called it the Piketon wrap because I was making this during the trial of George Wagner on Friday night. Friday Night Stitching Crime. There's another paw hat that I finished. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw him, Cheryl. I finished that one while I was at my dad's. That washcloth went to my son-in-law, Orlando. And that is the Seeing Double shawl done in all, that's done in all fingering weight. And those are all of my yarn colorways that Amber dyed for me. Now this was done on the Addy, but as you can see right there, it says I Smell Snow, and that's from Gilmore Girls. And that is a cowl out of the same colors, but it's too small to send, was too small to send with it for Chelsea. Now this is the blanket off of our bed, and a few years ago I put some more rows on this bed, and just last week or the week before, I finally finished adding more rows to the bottom right there. And now it actually fits our king size bed like it should. Yeah, like Lorelai. She says, I smell snow. There's one of the 3 beds that are Cerberus's. That's the one next to me. Not to mention the 2 couches. Now that went to Solomon. That is the little lovey that I made for him using Z's pattern. This is the mitts I did on Friday night. It is a very big blanket. That blanket was huge. And I sent these to Chelsea. I put those buttons on there for her. I couldn't show them to y'all because they were a surprise. This is my something in red. That's me blocking it out. I have a video you can go watch where I was showing you how I block it. This is what it looks like. Well, one of the ways it looks like when it's on. I love that thing, you guys. It's too warm in here for me to wear anything today. Okay. I am sure that there's probably some other things that I am forgetting, but that's everything that I had pictures for. And it really does help to be able to put your stuff um, on Instagram like I did and share it. So I was able to go back to my Facebook page for my business page and go through and look at pictures there. And then I also looked at what I had shared in the group, and that helped me to pull the pictures too. So, okay, I need a drink. Whew. Thank you guys. So that blanket for our bed is made out of what we call hellspun, y'all. That's hellspun. So the color is called Nouveau, and it's the Lion Brand's homespun. And I had done that blanket, and then I had received some from one of Mr. Fiber's aunts. I don't remember if it was Betty or Sue. And they gave me a whole bunch of it, and that color was in there. And I thought, well, I'm gonna hang on to it because if I ever need to add to that blanket. And Mr. Fiber kept telling me, he said, it's just not quite long enough, right? Well, now it's long enough and it's wide enough. I want to show you his blanket. I've been working on it. I was really hoping to get this finished and have it as another big finish for this year. Didn't get there. I couldn't stay awake, as I've said a few times. But I will show you where I'm at, because the last time I showed it to you, I was here, and that right here, I was adding in, I had a very small ball left of that yarn from that blanket on our bed. And I added the very last of it in here. And I've done all of this now right here. And that is about, I'm a little more than halfway. I actually put in a marker because he said, put on another foot. He held it up to himself and he said, put on another foot. So I went ahead and put, if I can find which side the marker's on, is over here. See, I put the marker in there, and that's how far I have gone since he said that. So I'm about halfway now. That's right about 6 inches. So I'm nearly done with this one too, and that'll be another big project done. So really close to in the same year anyway. And that's all I've been working on these last few days. Now I am going to be doing something to tell you guys some of the things I want to do this year. I know a lot of people are doing that, and they're saying, what are my plans for this year? And I want to do that. Still working on yours. See, that's the blanket that started the Scrap in Crime blanket for Friday nights, because I had started working on that with you guys. And then I started that second one. Hold on. I started the second one because that one was too heavy to do up here on my desk. Yeah, I enjoy knitting with it. Let me just say that about homespun. I enjoy knitting with it. So some more things that happened this year. I did change the name of the channel. I started doing a Stitch in Crime on Friday nights, and it started sparking in me. It started sparking some thoughts on projects to make in memory of victims of those cases that I was talking about. And that's where a lot of the inspiration for stuff that I've been making has come from. And I changed the name of the channel to Fiber Floozie Crime because of that. And I did do some things where I tried to do news stuff and some other things, but I did not like the feel of it for the channel. I want to try to keep this mostly about fiber, because that's really what I am. I am someone who enjoys the fiber and the crime. I just like watching true crime all the time. I watch it, I listen to it, all that stuff. Did y'all see? I got this. Oliver made me this card. Look how cute. Happy sloth time. Oh, yeah. Isn't it cute? To Mama from Ollie. And it says, look at back. He says, tasty chocolate. So that's sweet. That's why it's back here. I have redone this back here behind me. Up above here, I used to have the anniversary cakes, and the reason the yarn is not up there now is because I needed a place to put my diamond paintings, and they're pretty long. So now the diamond paintings are up here, and then I have some diamond painting accessories here. I am going to start doing the diamond paintings on my other channel, and that's Shiny She Shed. You can find a link to it on my page. I have featured my channel, so you can find it. So if you enjoy diamond paintings, that's where that's going to happen. I had a lot of plans of doing stuff here this last couple weeks, and I just, ah, you know, it's hard when you can't stay awake. I know. It's so sweet. I need to get a frame for it. I need to get a frame for that right there. I think it would be great in a frame. But I redid this here, and I've got my 2 channel logos there. And then I had, I got these at Michael's or somewhere. I think at Joann's. And I've got Cerberus in this one and Duke in this one. And, Duke's the outside guy. And for some reason, he wouldn't stay on there. I guess he didn't want to be in here. He wants to be outside. So I need to get another deal to put him back on there. But one of the things I'm going to do, you guys, is I have this room fairly situated, and I'm going to do another tour that's coming up the next week or two. And another video telling you what I'm going to do this year. So one of my goals this year is to do some of the things, I have got some kits and things that I wanted to do. I've got like a Lucet and some other handheld deals. Sorry, gotta breathe. And I want to work with some of those. Those are some of the things I want to do this year. What are some of the things you guys want to do? Yeah, life had other plans. I used to have a cross stitch that I had done that myself. It was a cross stitch I actually did. And it said, life is what happens to you when you're making other plans. Exactly. And I had another one that said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Great advice, you guys. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, add a little sugar, and everything goes down, right? So my year in review. I've had a great year, you guys. I really do feel that I've had a great year, and I appreciate you guys here being with me. I really appreciate you all very much. Oh, well, see, you need to make it to where you want to. For whatever reason. Okay. A lot of true crime song. Okay, I'll look that up. Make lemonade? Yes. Yeah, you want a space where you don't get interrupted. You do. I'm so fortunate. So very, very fortunate. I have very good, sweet, kind children that have made something of themselves. They are always, have always worked hard and are kind to other people. Ed has a new book. Really? Interesting. I haven't had time to go over there. I really have not had time to go over there. You want to make the Outback hat, fading shawl, socks, set the sewing machine back up, and get back to reading. Sounds good to me. All the things, Sandy, all the things. They got what from me? Who got what? Who got what from me? Oh, you guys, I'm thinking about growing my hair out a little bit too. What do you think? Okay, we're in the last few minutes of this. I did get a chance to complete some collecting. You want to see what I got? Oh, that. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what Lorna meant. Thank you so much. And Mr. Fiber, you guys, they don't make him any more patient, let me tell you. He is so patient, and I am so thankful to have him, especially because he can do a lot, you guys. That too. Because you guys don't know what we went through. So let me give you a little catch up here. We didn't have any problem with the cold in that we had any pipes or anything that we had problems with. However, we had a leak. We had a leak underneath in the bathroom. So Mr. Fiber had to redirect it was on the hot water side, and he had to redirect the hot water. So he went in and he cut the pipes, the actual pipes where the hot water comes out from the hot water heater. At first he thought there was something going on because I got up and he's like, those dreaded words when your wife says, "Why don't we have hot water?" Oh shit. So he's like, So at first he thought there was a problem with the hot water heater, that it seemed like the elements weren't both coming on. So he regrounded that, and then got that going, but we weren't things. He's like, okay, we still have a problem. So he figured out that we had this leak. So he tapped off the hot water to the sink. He tapped off the hot water to the shower. He rerouted that directly from the hot water heater to the sink in the bathroom and to the shower, so we'd have hot water. But that meant I didn't have hot water in the kitchen. So we've been doing it old school. I have been heating water on the stove in the kitchen so that I can wash dishes. And so that's been going on at the same time as not feeling too good. So yeah, fun. So now he's going to reroute. He's got all the piping and everything he needs, and he's going to reroute everything so that it doesn't go under the house. He's going to, and we'll know if we have a leak now. He's going to reroute it. So he's going to do that in this next week or so. But for now, it's pioneer style. We have hot water. It's just in the bath. I could wash dishes in the sink in the bathroom, but that's no fun. Okay, let me show you guys. Is it still there? Hold on. I have been wanting to do this for a while, and that is to collect some yarn from someone who this person is the granddaughter for Donna. Now Donna is you guys, I've talked about her. Amber did the yarn for me. She's Donna's daughter. This is Donna's granddaughter that also dyes yarn, and she is Dragon Horde yarn. And I've been wanting to get yarn from her for quite a while. So let me show you guys what I got. There we go. It is Dragon Horde yarn. And I will try to leave links for everything after, but I really was not concentrating on links today because I would have had an awful lot of them based on the projects that I showed you guys that I finished. Hope y'all don't mind crinkles. There they are. So what we have, this is her story time. I think I got all of it in DK. I did. This is her story time DK, and then this one is her rainbow tweed in DK. This one here is, oh, so me. Ooh, it's like an emeraldy jewel color. I'll show you here front ways too in just a minute. This one is called Evergreen. It's 100% superwash Polworth, 246 yards and 100 grams. And it's 100% Polworth. So it does have a little bit of a woolly feel to it. This one is also in Polworth, and this one is called, and I had to have it, it's called Bilbo. I don't know if any of you guys know who Bilbo is. Anybody? So this one is, she has several, I don't know how many she's got in stock right now, but she had several in the, I want to go back and get some more of her Lord of the Rings collection. But I thought these three would look good together. And this one is called Fairy Wine. Bilbo Baggins. Yep. And I'm watching Lord of the Rings over again. I watched all of the Harry Potters over Christmas. Let me show you this front ways. Isn't it pretty? So this is Dragon Horde yarn. Now you can see how pretty jewel colored that one is. It's gorgeous. It's really hard to see how pretty, because this is darker. It's really hard to see how pretty that is in person. Of course you can't, because you're not in person. I am. But I like it. So now I have Dragon Horde yarn. Her name is Tristan. On YouTube, she is that crafty dragon. On Instagram, she is Dragon Horde Yarn. I didn't know she had started a podcast. She used to podcast with her mom, and her mom is Cafe Creations Yarn. Okay, and then this one is Donna's other granddaughter. Try not to. Hold on, you guys. Gotta be careful here. All right. This one is Sinful Yarns on Etsy. Sinful Yarns. And I do not remember, I believe it's she and her husband that run the shop. And I don't remember if they both dye yarn or not. We'll have to ask Donna next time we see her. I don't think she's here today. But does anybody from looking at these, don't get you a sneak peek in there, does anybody know what these colors represent? Can you tell? Number 3 this way or number 3 this way, Sharon? Okay, this one. So this is Dolores. This is a DK, 100% superwash, 231 yards. This is Dolores. Does anybody know what Dolores is from? I know my grandsons are probably going, that they know. This one is Julieta. Anybody? Nope, it's not Harry Potter. We don't talk about Bruno. I couldn't wait to say that. This is Bruno, but we don't talk about Bruno. If that was number 3. And this is Mirabelle. So these are from Encanto. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh, so pretty. We don't talk about Bruno. I don't know which direction to put them. Maybe this way. Maybe that way, you guys? Or this way? Or maybe this will go in between. I don't know yet. Kinda like them like that. Yeah, I had to have the Encanto yarn. And I know I'm not saying it right. The blue on the other end, okay. I'll post some pictures and you guys can tell me what you think. I will try to remember to post pictures this time in the Facebook group. And that is it. I did partake of Donna. Donna was having a sale. I don't know if she's still doing that till the rest of today, but Donna is actually having a sale in her shop, which is up to 40% off on worsted weight yarn, hand-dyed worsted weight yarn. So you guys, if you have any Christmas money you'd like to spend, go see Donna at Crystal Skies hand-dyed yarn. Go check these guys out. They're all related and they're all very talented. So talented. Thank you. I know I can't decide either, but I want them all in one though. I think it'd be great to put them all in one project. Okay, you guys, I'm now very tired again. Thank you so much for coming in and being here with me again. And thank you for a fantastic year. Like I said, I will sit down and tell you guys some of my plans for this year. Well, I'm going to get some notes together and I'll tell you. Oh, and I got my teeth fixed this year too, you guys. Let's don't forget I got my teeth fixed this year. That was a huge thing for me too. Have a good night. Happy New Year to you guys. I will be doing some more. I've got some ideas for some giveaways that I think will be a lot of fun. And so I'll see you soon. Hopefully, I will see you on Tuesday. That will be book club. I don't have the whole chapter read just yet. You know, when I read, I certainly can't stay awake. So I'm really hoping now that I'm not falling asleep every 5 minutes that I can get the rest of that chapter read, and we will see you for book club on Tuesday, you guys. Love y'all. Have fun today. And do eat more of your vegetables. It will make you feel better. Okay, guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you so very much. I love y'all.